you go. This is Solo P1. Let's turn that down. Solo P1. Now, listen, I'm not an expert on Formula One. Not at all. I've just got common sense. That's all. I see something, I don't like it, I'll address it. That's just the way it is. I'm not arrogant, I'm not cocky, I'm not Mr. Know-It-All. Nah, far from it. I see something, and it doesn't matter if it's good or bad, I will address it. Very simple. Very simple. Now, for 2 years, 2 years, 2 years, I've said that the FIA, the F1 organization, do not care about Black Lives Matter. They don't care about the struggles for females in Saudi Arabia or Qatar. They do not care. When they come out and say we stand as one, all that is completely bull shit. 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 Very simple. A lot of people used to say to me, come on, they do care. They must care. Why would they say it? They say it for the cameras. They say it to look good for the sponsors. They say it to look good for the world. Very simple. It's very, very simple. Now, Sebastian Vettel has temporarily retired. Temporarily. He will be back. Guaranteed he'll be back in 2 years' time. Just like Lewis Hamilton said, he'll be back. Now, I've been saying for 2 years that they don't care. And now, point proved. Point proved. The FIA, this is where the first clue came into, the red flag. When at the beginning of 2021, they said there's no one taking a knee at on race day. You know when they have the race day and you have the music and they have the people come out. No more taking a knee. No more. Now, if the FIA believed in all the human rights, believed in Black Lives Matter, why would they stop the knee? Why? So that was the first indication. I knew before this anyway. I knew before. But that was the first indication. First. And all of a sudden now, now Vettel's left, because Vettel was a bit like Lewis. He was more like a political man. He believed that we should address the human rights in Saudi Arabia and Qatar and all the other countries, right? But Sebastian Vettel has left. So there's only one person what believes in all that, about the human rights, that actually does something about it, not just talk and take the knee like flipping the England team in the World Cup. They take the knee, and soon as the FIFA lean on them and said, if you do that, you're going to get fined, they pull it away. That's all talk. But with Lewis Hamilton actually does something about it. So he's the only driver in Formula One with a big platform who actually does something about it. So this new rule that came in the other day, came up across my Twitter feed, which I thought was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. I thought to myself, point proved. And there's a lot of people on Twitter who follow me, knew, they said that when this news broke, they come on my Twitter feed and they said you was right, Solo. Of course I was right. Of course I was right. Because what it boils down to, the F1, FIA, they do not care. All they care about is looking good for the cameras. We stand as one. No, no, no. You do not stand as one. You stand for yourself and your back pocket. Now, this article come up, this news, it said Sebastian Vettel would be glad he's retired as Lewis Hamilton to be affected by the new FIA ban. The FIA is introducing a new rule for 2023 season. which will prohibit some of the work that Hamilton and Vettel have done using their F1 platforms in recent years. So this is not directed at Vettel. No. Vettel's left. Vettel's at home. Vettel's going to be doing something next year. I don't know what he's going to be doing. Probably something to do with driving, spending time with his family. Good for him. But this is not affecting Sebastian Vettel. This is affecting Lewis Hamilton, because he's the only one is talking about it. He's the only one who's using his platform in a positive way, positive for this. Now, the FIA know what they're doing. F1 know what they're doing. They're going to sweep it under the carpet. The F1 journalists like Crofty, Lazenby, you know, the rest of the idiots, they will not mention this on Twitter. They will not mention this on their platform. They will not mention this in any news whatsoever. Because you know why? Because they all lick. That's what they do. They are. Very simple. Very simple. And I've said this from day one. And it's not just the people from the F1 media. No, it's people with big platforms. Why are not people with big platforms who've got some pull come out and say on their Twitter and say, we think this is wrong? Because you know what? They're not going to come on the Twitter feed. And you know the reason why they're not going to say it on their YouTube channel? Because they are scared of losing sponsors. They are scared that maybe they're not going to get that look around the McLaren factory, or maybe Mercedes are not going to invite them for a job to be an editor, an engineer, or mechanic. Listen, you stupid idiots, yeah? Mercedes are not going to invite you to the factory. Mercedes are not going to tell you, oh yeah, if you come to our factory, you can get Lewis Hamilton's autograph. That is never going to happen. What it boils down to, yeah, tell the truth and to be more credible. I'm Solo P1. I tell the truth every time. Every time. You may not like it, but I'll continue to say it. Whatever it is. You may not agree with it, but I'm still going to say it. And what it boils down to, this ban, yeah, of what the FIA, what comes into effect next season, 2023 season, this is directed at Lewis Hamilton. Directed. And nobody can tell me that it isn't. No one. Because all this is what Lewis Hamilton was campaigning for. All this is what Lewis Hamilton has been talking about for years on his platform. I knew when that Black Lives Matter thing comes out, the Black Lives Matter, We Racers Won, all this from F1, the FIA, Sky Sports F1, it was all full of shit. The only one that believed in it was Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel. They were the only two. The rest did not give a crap. None of them. None of them. None of them called it out. They just said, oh, what happened is out of order. That's it. They said the little piece and they crawled back under the fucking rock they lived in. Very simple. Very simple. This is a disgrace, and this is why F1, the FIA, is a big corrupted organisation. Corrupted. They don't care about the people in Qatar. They don't care about the people in Saudi Arabia. People getting murdered, killed. They don't care. They don't care about the human rights. They don't care if that women's got rights in Saudi Arabia. They do not care. Simple. And this proves my point that I've been championing for years, that they do not care. Very simple. And it's a shame, because F1 is a big sport, and maybe not the biggest sport in the world, but it's a big sport, and I can't see a problem why they can't allow drivers to use their platform to get the message out. They're all fraud. They're fraud like F1. They're fraud like the FIFA. They're all corrupted organisation. They know what's going on over there. What about last year when they went to Saudi Arabia? There was an oil factory being blown up in a war not so far away from Saudi Arabia, and what was happening just down the road, qualifying in Saudi Arabia, qualifying in the F1. And there was people being murdered so many hundreds of yards down the road. And that proves that they don't care. And it's a shame, because people with big platforms, people with big YouTube channels, people with big Twitch channels who follow F1, follow this sport, and has got influence in this sport, should come on Twitter, go on the YouTube channel and call it out. Stop kissing ass. Stop kissing ass. Come out on your platform and make it noted, because imagine if you had kids over there and you had family over there and people was getting killed and murdered for nothing, slave labor. It's all right for you in comfort in your own home, in your nice little YouTube channel, sitting on your little chair, eating Doritos. It's all right for you. You're comfortable, but what about the other people who are around the world suffering? And we can't come out and say, and people with big platforms are being basically muted, because that's what it is. They're being muted, yeah, because they have an opinion. Because you know why? Who's the head of the F1? Exactly. Go and Google it. Go and Google it. Who's head of F1? Go and Google it. Then you can come back to my comment section and tell me. This is Solo P1. Episode 46 of the Flaming Tarmac. Merry Christmas to everyone. Hope you're gonna have a good Christmas. I'm gonna try and make a video just before Christmas as well. I will be streaming FIFA and I will be streaming Call of Duty. Got the new Call of Duty on my Twitch channel. So check out my channel for that. And yeah, check out my social media, Twitter. All the links will be in the description below. Go and look check out the Spotify. I'm on Spotify as well, Solo P1 Podcast. I'm on there. I just uploaded some few more audio. Go and give it a like, give it a review. I'm on Apple as well. I'm on Stitcher. I'm on TuneIn. I'm on all the platforms where you listen to the audio. Okay? Go and check me out. This is Solo P1. Hopefully next year, my channel's growing a little bit. I've been looking at my numbers. They're getting there. I want to be affiliated soon. Hopefully next year, early next year, before the spring, the channel's growing, guys. Let's all knit together, get it out there, get the name out there, Solo P1. Go and like it, go and share, hit the sub. I appreciate it, guys. You're never gonna get the real news from no one but me. I'm the only one who's gonna call it out. I've been doing this for 5 years next year. 5 years I'm gonna be doing this next year. And trust me, there's gonna be no one in the F1 community who is going to call it out the way I call it out. I might not be an Oxford, Cambridge student, but I do clear, transparent English language where everybody can understand, okay? This is Solo P1 Sunday night. Thank you very much, guys.